Experience 365
Today
replicas
is the
of
last
life. 24 hours of a death row inmate. The iron door was knocked heavily. Discipline called your name through the railing. You stand up. I heard him say that it will be approved for implementation. Your legs suddenly go soft. Instant death memory and
Several
surveillance. Cellmates stopped what they were doing.
They all
turned their backs. No one saw you die. It's a rule not to look at the dying in prison. You didn't cry? Just sit back on the edge of the bed. I still have the unfolded jersey in my hand. You want to open your mouth, but found that the throat was dry and could not make a sound. Hands in a cigarette to light for you. Take a deep breath. Hands shaking. Most of the soot fell on the trouser leg. You want to appear calm, but it doesn't seem to be possible. It's late at night, and you can't open your eyes. This is your last page on Earth. You lie flat on a hard bed. Listen to your own powerful heartbeat. You want to sleep, but when I close my eyes, all I see is the blood of looking at you coldly in my dreams. You woke up in a cold sweat. The cushions on the wall are flashing red. Before M. The day is too slow. Now, every second beats. It's like a knife on your nerves. You look at the mildew on the ceiling. 35 years of a ridiculous life is like hitting the fast forward. Will the ending be different now? You ask the discipline for a pen. I want to write a suicide note. The nib of the pen hangs on the paper for a long time. I only wrote tears finally fell. My son, the old prisoner in the next bed, touch Hess and give you a big white rabbit toffee. He said eat something sweet. The road is not hard. You hold the candy in your hand and don't want to eat it. The sky outside the window began to light up. This is the last time you will see the dawn. Little by little, you stare straight at that. Dalguang is reluctant to open his eyes. Iron door open. Two heavily armed paramilitary police stood outside the door. I know. The final process is about to begin. Unscrew the faucet and wash your face with cold water. Look up at the man in the mirror with deep eye sockets. Strangeness scares you. Discipline brought a new suit. It was sent by my mother last week. Wear it on the torso you sell. Empty as a sack. You button every button carefully. Even smooth the collar. I have never dressed so decently in my life. It's a pity that I have to wear it. The old doctor came over with a fader to cut your hair. Broken hair fell on the white towel. Pushing into a flat head is to let you go clean. There are 4 dishes, a soup, and braised pork on the table. This is called you pick up chopsticks. The handcuffs on the wrists made a cold metallic sound. You put a big piece of braised pork in your mouth. The stew is terrible, but I can't chew any flavor. The esophagus is dry like sandpaper. Holding a raw egg under the rice bowl. Customs. Eat well, reincarnation. You pick up the bowl and swallowed into the stomach with the fishy smell. The judge came told you a lot. You're not going to listen. Brain is full of buzzing. And then finally, your hands are uncuffed. He took the pen from the judge. You are there. Sign your name on the paper that decides your bright red hand. Discipline your belongings. It comes in a clear plastic bag. An old watch. Half a pack of cigarettes. The doctor said to burn it for a long time. Fast family meeting. Opposite the bulletproof the elderly mother was crying so hard that she couldn't just touch cold glass. You pick up the phone and shout, "Mom!" The cries on the other side you said in a hoarse voice. Don't give birth to me in the next life. Time is up. You suddenly break free from the prison. He counted out 3 times to his mother. His forehead hit the cement. Bloodshot. In the hallway, Discipline hands you a tissue to wipe the blood from your forehead. He patted you on the shoulder and said, "Be a good person." You lowered your head and hung. The bailiff came over with the burlap dead rope. Ball on the road without hand. Dead. The twine runs from the shoulder to the arm. Tight into your suit. Your arms are instantly bloodshot. He was strangled. Completely unconscious. You have breathing difficulties, but there was no birth resistance. This is the price you have to pay. The weight on the feet was untied by the bailiff with a lighter pair of feet. They say it's to get you the last mile. You can walk faster. Heavy iron locks fall to the ground. Make a dull sound. You look down at the ligature marks on your ankles. And I breathed a sigh of relief. As if a burden was lifted. A wooden plaque is stuck in the back of your neck. It has your name and crime written on it. The name is marked with a dazzling red cross. You're a dead man now. The prosecutor asked you what you had to say at the end. You shook your head. All the sins have been said. Now, you are nothing but an empty shell. 2 marshals on your arm. You try to step out. Legs are as soft as noodles. You used to think you were not afraid of death. Now realize it's all fake. The soles of your shoes are dragging on the cold rustling floor. The hallway is long. The iron doors on both sides. You know the prisoners inside are listening. Guards lead the way. Every time the iron door opens, like a hammer, the electronic sound hit your heart. You can even hear his own heavy breathing. When passing through the atrium of wind blows, you smell the earth and the leaves. That's the smell of freedom. Too bad you'll never get a chance to hug him again. It's getting closer and your stomach starts to turn upside down. Fear swallows you like a black hole. You close your eyes tightly. Tears keep flowing. Ahead is the last big iron gate of the detention center. A heavy mechanical sound. The door slowly slides open to both sides. Light pours in through the gaps. The sun stings your eyes violently. You subconsciously want to raise your hand to cover. Strangled by for sounds. You can only lower your head slightly and narrow your eyes. After getting used to the light, there are a few golf carts with flashing lights parked outside the heavily armed police. The sky outside is blue. The clouds are very white. And the sound of city traffic living in ordinary mediocre lives you once disdained now has become your most extravagant You were let out of prison. The late autumn wind blows across the forehead. You raise your face. Take a deep breath of air into the sky. Then spread your legs, heading towards the cart that drives towards the execution ground in the distance.